You're tuning in to the Copacetic Hour.
This is the copacetic hour.
Why don't you just chill?
Why don't you just chill? Why don't you just chill?
Yes, this is the copacetic hour. Copacetic is a term meaning everything is fine, cool, and in excellent order. This podcast is the air for open discussion, but not for the weak-hearted nor the simple-minded. Although we may not always agree, we will always exemplify respect. But at the same time, nobody, and I do mean nobody, is exempt from getting these jokes. Everything is copacetic. Yes, episode 15. You know what I'm saying? We're on the copacetic hour. You know what I'm saying? You see it. We got some special guests in the building. Everybody on here is a new person this week. We're going to start. We got Miss Wawa. How you doing, Wawa?
Hello. Hey.
Other corner, we got my man, John. What's good, Johnny?
Yo, what up, though?
Good. Other corner, we got Miss Taja. What's good?
Hey.
In the middle with me, we got Miss Jasmine. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Last but not least, we got my dog, right corner, Brady. What's good, baby?
Man, you already know what the fuck it is. Let's get to the shits, bro.
Let's get to the shit. So this week, you know what I'm saying? It's been a slow week in news, so we're going to do something a little different. This week, we're going to do the men versus women discussion. I actually got a lot of hit on this on Facebook. So we may have to do a part 2. I don't know. We'll look into it. So the first thing we wanted to get into this week was who is cheaper, men or women? What y'all think? What y'all got?
Where do we even start? Yo, I feel like off top, like, is that a real
Men are cheaper.
Period.
Cheaper?
Period. I think it's certain things that men have to spend their money on that women don't have to spend their money on.
Right.
But I also feel like men are penny pinchers to the core. Like,
We gotta penny to keep spending money on y'all. What the fuck you mean?
When you think about the person you see bartering and trying to get a good deal, who is it? A man. It's always a man. Like, I know you can give it to me for less. I know you can give it to me for less. No, don't go there. Don't go there. I know how somebody can get it better for you. Like, that's men all the way.
Yeah, I
All
agree.
day.
Men are definitely cheaper than women.
Okay, so y'all
Unless it's certain stuff that they like, you know, like if they like Jordans, they're gonna spend their money on Jordans. But like overall, men are definitely cheaper.
Okay. See, damn, y'all about to make me toxic off rip. Why y'all gotta do this?
Rip with it, do it, because I'm coming with it after you.
Okay. So here's my question. Is it that men are cheaper because they make these deals and they wheel and deal and do all of that because they are comfortable with it versus women who may not be as clear or like may not be as advantageous to jump into those situations where they are trying to wheel and deal? Because like I've even heard that when it comes to like interviewing where like a woman will come, or in a job situation where a woman will come in and she'll say, yo, I want to raise. The boss will be like, no. And she'll just take it instead of just saying, yo, why? Like, explain to me why. What do I got to do to get the raise? So could that be a reason why it seems men are cheaper?
That is something you could say, but that's also kind of like a cop-out because women are naturally less confrontational than men. And if we are more confrontational than you expect us to be, we're something different than what we initially started off in this conversation as. So if I go in and say, well, can I get a raise? And you tell me no, and I'm just like, well, all right, and I just take that as my answer, but then I come back with an email or something that's a little too spicy, then it's, oh, well, she the
angry black woman.
Exactly. So if I do want to get a deal, I can say, like, I know y'all got any discounts? Women are act nicer than men. Men will, but women be like, y'all got any coupons? Is there any sort of discount that you can add on? But a man will be like, I know you can give it to me for less.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I would have to say, just my 2 cents on this. I'm definitely on the men's side. I think men shouldn't be viewed as cheap, but I think men are cheaper than women.
It's not a bad thing. Y'all just are. It's only bad.
And I
when
wouldn't say I'm
y'all
cheap.
women.
I wouldn't say I'm cheap because I'm a man. I would say I'm frugal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it make sense.
All right.
It depends on what aspect we're talking about when we're talking about cheap. Like Brady said, okay, if we're asking for a raise, we just might take that. But I would say like clothing wise or any other like personal thing that a woman or a man is getting for themselves is gonna tell you a man is cheaper than a woman. Because women will go out and they'll splurge on themselves or they'll buy the best. Men will, if you guys got shoe fetishes, okay, you'll spend your money on that. But as far as other things go, it's you know what? I could find this somewhere else for cheaper. Like I could go get me some speakers for my car from dude up the street that has a plug for cheaper than going to Best Buy and getting something in the store
with a warranty. Men hate warranties.
Yes.
I guess I've been married too long because, nigga, I buy everything at Best Buy. I got a whole Best Buy ass credit card. I buy everything with a warranty. I bought this mic, these headphones, the fucking podcast machine, everything. The laptop I'm
Green
on with a warranty.
Gigi Green was the first time me and you had a warranty conversation.
A warranty on a ring. But I think that women's shit is cheaper, dog.
Certain shit.
Oh,
Certain shit.
Only shit that's not cheaper is y'all hair. And if y'all
Our entire maintenance is more expensive than men. And a lot of our maintenance is also unisex.
Right.
And y'all just choose not to get it. So that makes y'all cheaper in that aspect as well.
Listen to it.
Yeah, because all y'all gotta do for real, like, you know, girls, like, they hair and nails stuff done all the time. All y'all need is a haircut, you know? Like a haircut. Men are not just getting pedicures regularly, you know? Like
facials. Men don't gotta worry about lash extensions.
Yeah.
They don't worry about manicures. They don't get manicures for real. Like
waxing.
Please, can we not say the word haircut right now during this quarantine?
I'm sorry, we cussed.
Look at this. You see, listen.
Sorry, we cussing. You see my name.
Look, but I'm not cheap about that. I get my haircut once a week, and people be looking at me crazy. Like, I'm not cheap. But now that y'all saying what y'all saying, I can definitely feel that because it's like, yo, I do love sneakers. I do love clothes. So my closet stacked everything like that. But, like, do I need maybe some more adult furniture? Probably. But, you know, shit, I just need that shit for sitting on. But
And if you see something that you do like that's furniture, you're going to be like, man, I want it, but I'm definitely not paying that for it. That's the first thing you're going to say.
I don't even think about decor.
She taking it there with the points. She taking it there with the points.
But I also feel like a lot of those other things, men get motivated to buy. Let's be real. When there's a woman in the equation, like a lot of this shit, I might not buy for myself because it's like, man, I don't really need that. But if there's a woman at play, like just like Cat Williams said, I don't need silk pillow sheets, but she like it, so I'm gonna buy that, right? So like, it could be them situations too. That's what I'm saying. But I guess I could concede that point. Men could be cheaper. It's all good. We just saving a coin to spend on y'all at the end of the day.
Facts. Because
Vagina warriors.
I like how you put that, but all right, you know.
That was too easy, Brady. We can't let them have these easy ones.
Don't worry about it. We're going to get into this toxicity.
We've been making points.
Next thing we want to get into, who is more romantic, men or women?
Definitely men.
Oh,
Women are more romantic any day.
Who? Women?
Yes.
This shit, nah.
Yes.
I feel like they're the receivers of the romance. You know what I'm saying? Men have to bring it to the table.
Women have more ideas of romance, and men have to make it happen.
Execute.
So they have to do it. I think women are more thoughtful in certain ways, but men they have to come with the gesture.
Right. So they bring in the romance.
But who would be the one sharing all these sweet romantic things on the internet? Women are.
Definitely.
And that's because they want the men.
That's not romance. That's being emotional.
That's
that's
because you can't see DMs. That's what
But I want to make the point of I want to make the point of most men go to other women for romantic ideas for their woman. A mother, a cousin, a friend. They always go to another woman for a romantic idea, or how should I do this? Or what should I do? Or what's the most romantic thing I could do? Men are getting their romantic ideas from other women.
Not really. Not really. I definitely tap in with my big bros for the advice with the hoe.
Yeah,
let's not say not really, because I don't want to point no fingers
Oh,
up
shit.
in this room. But I know it's a man up in here who had a few women execute a beautiful romantic gesture for him. Okay? But I ain't gonna say no names.
Hey, so are we
I'm
giving
paying
credit?
a lot of
giving
money to
credit
get
for the
that
time?
done.
I know you did, and that's why you're the romantic, but the women were the minds behind.
What you about to say, Brady?
I was about to say, so we giving credit to the people thinking this shit or the people executing it? Because it's like, I could think of $1 million idea, but if I don't execute, I'm not getting $1 million.
Factual. That's why.
So the question was, who was
I'm
more
not-
romantic, men or women? So technically, women would be more romantic if they're the ones with the ideas and the thoughts.
Nah.
But
You
you're
got
not.
to. That was the understanding for the
You
overplay
have
for you.
to
Like they
act.
give you the idea and you
You
just
have
did
to
it.
act.
That's not how it works.
You're not gonna take a man that came in there with some suggestions from his mama. You're gonna take a man that came in there and that's actually doing something.
No,
You know what
because
I'm
the
saying?
man ain't gonna tell us
More
if he got that
romantic.
from his
You're not
mama
gonna
or if
take
it's
no
from himself.
thought.
Yeah, ain't no man gonna say, "Oh, I got this idea
Yeah, I
from
got
my
this from
mama,
my
so I
mama,
decided to do it."
No.
Yeah, they're not gonna present it like that, but they're gonna move like that, and that's what you're saying. They getting it from women, but no, we're executing.
That ain't the question. The question was who more romantic.
And
So
we're
this is
more.
how I feel about it. The inception of the idea has to come from the man. I want to do something romantic for her. The planning and the how it gets done usually comes from that female counterpart. So I will say that men are romantics when they want to be.
When we want to impress our woman or do some special shit for our woman, the shit is extravagant and amazing. When a woman want to do some shit for their man, what we get?
Xbox.
Yo.
Nigga, gang.
You talking
But
some
that's
shit
only,
now.
that's only because y'all don't really like romantic stuff. Y'all are very like, okay, well, you don't have to do anything over the top for me. I just want this. But women are like, we want
Exactly.
this whole show. This got to be like a great presentation. But men are kind of like, they're very clear cut and to the point. Women are very like, go over the top, do something nice, be romantic.
So is that a failure on y'all part?
Right, like we did. Just because I may not like it, don't mean you shouldn't attempt, right?
No, I mean, I totally agree. I agree. I'm sorry. People might call me a pick me or whatever, but I love my nigga to the core and he can get literally whatever he wants out of me, period. However, it depends on what y'all want. If we, like I heard this pastor say, I asked my wife for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when we first got married, and she came in the room with a steak. And I looked at her and I said, I really just wanted a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So if y'all tell us, I don't want you doing all that extra stuff. I don't want no da-da-da-da. I just want an Xbox and some Jordans. What we coming with? Xbox, Jordans, and a little bit of ass?
Is the ass
Bingo.
But the ass, like, I got the ass last week too, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's a sprinkle on top. That's why I got you the Xbox and the what you wanted.
And then that was just the razzle dazzle, period.
Because if I put rose petals leading all up to the bed and I got balloons and shit streaming from the fucking ceiling, you're going to be like, bitch, who's cleaning this up?
Nigga, I definitely said facts. Yeah. I mean,
And then now I got an attitude and I don't want to have sex because I'm thinking about the fact that I am the bitch that got to clean it up even though I put it down here.
facts.
See, now, see, how you mad at me because I'm thinking practical?
I'm not mad though. I'm not mad at you. I'm just now I'm off it. Now I'm like, damn, I might as well grab the vacuum now.
As soon as I'm done, I'll be looking at you like, none of that.
See, but just how you said how you'll do anything for your nigga if you really care about him, but if that nigga really care about you, it don't matter what you doing. You can do the same. He's still gonna block.
Exactly. He will love it. He will love
Damn,
it.
I'm right. Like, damn, I know you gotta clean up them rose petals, but you ain't even have to do all that. You could have just said, "Yo, like I love you, I fuck with you, you gotta do some shit." Could have been with it.
Would have been good.
Niggas really don't care. As long as you as long as you touch it and do a little this and get them the one thing they want, you good. Y'all really don't want that extra shit. Stop sitting up here and acting like y'all do.
Men are very simple.
I want y'all to be honest.
So the fact that we don't want all that extra shit, meaning y'all don't put more into y'all romance.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, y'all not gonna go above and beyond. We going the extra mile.
The point that I'm making is y'all don't care about that. Girls care about that. Y'all just want what y'all want. John, so you mean to tell me that if you drop a bitch on IG, I'm gonna be like, hey, make sure you throw some rose petals and hot incense and oils and shit on the bed for John. That's the type of shit he like.
Oh, she gonna get that extra mile from your man's wife. She gonna be unappreciative.
Young Rome.
You already know that.
Jesus. So I'm gonna try your way, John. I'm gonna do some extra shit and see if I get an extra mile.
Every now and then, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't spoil the nigga, then you gonna be in a rut.
All the time. Just every blue moon to be nice. Like, damn, I got pampered today. That was dope.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, that's all true. And I feel like if you fucking with the right nigga, like pamper him, he in his mind, like, damn, not like I gotta do something to make sure I'm matching that energy. So as long as y'all like reciprocating that shit, you be all right.
Facts.
I agree.
Next thing we're gonna move into is double standards.
So real.
They
At the most, hands down. What you mean?
So,
No, double standards definitely exist. Like we
Yeah,
can't do what they do, and that's the period.
Come on.
double standards.
I ain't gonna never even take that. Like I ain't even gonna. We can't do what men. We can't do what niggas do, and that's just that. Like and.
Period.
If you do decide to, you got to take the labels that come with it. Like that's just that. Like that's just that. Like that is what it is.
I hate. I'm an independent woman and I don't need a nigga for nothing. But as soon as I meet a nigga, oh, he got to pay my bills. He got to take.
Yes. Like, you know, I'm gonna agree. I'm definitely gonna agree. Nope.
The fuck.
The double standards are a super thing. Like you know that if you just grow up in the house being a sibling to the opposite gender.
I got 2 big brothers, no sisters. Like definitely, I had to come in the house. When before the street lights came on. They was out till 5 a.m. doing whatever they wanted to do. Like, you know, it definitely exists. You can't go. You as a female, you can't go fuck 20 niggas and then be like, you not no hoe. Like that's just that.
Yeah, no, you not. Yeah, no. You can't do that. It's just
out here go kill y'all for that.
I'm sorry. I'll take the backlash for that.
I get it. I super duper get it because we've all lived our lives a certain way. We all went to college,
right?
And so we know what we was on. I cannot say that I am just this clean and just person, but so I can't feel like my nigga got to be a virgin, whatever like that. So it's like. The double standards have to go both ways. Like he got to understand that I got to pass, just like you know what I'm saying. It's like certain things we got to just bend on. Like I'm not just about to let the trash pile up in the house because you ain't been here to take it out. I'm gonna take it out, but you know what I'm saying. It's just certain shit.
See, I feel like y'all talking about like more so gender roles as far as double standards, as far as like some of the nitpicky double standards. Like, I don't know, like John or E, have you ever been in a situation where it's like you'll be in an argument about some shit and then like she'll bring up everything in the world on you and like dog your whole name. The minute you bring up one little thing, it's like, oh, I'm about to go play victim. How could
crying and shit?
Crying. It's like, come on, let's really get into the real. Come on, y'all, because like we can't fight.
I don't know if we can blanket statement that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to blanket statement it, but I'm just saying like there are like I feel like the double standards we talking about play in the more so gender roles, which are true. There are some, and a lot of people play them, but it's some nitpicky ones out there that y'all got to hold on, and we can't really get past.
Because when I get upset, me being a big black man, I can't just show my full expression to my wife when I'm pissed. I have to conserve my anger because it is my wife and because she is a female. Now, even if it wasn't my wife, I was arguing with Taja. Taja, remember when somebody hit me in the face at our house one time? She was mad at somebody else and I was breaking it up. And I had to control myself, you know what I'm saying, and not do anything but just leave it alone. Had I gone off and beat her ass, I'd have been looking like the bad guy. But I didn't do shit. The motherfucker hauled off and hit me. So in stuff like that, we have to be more conscious of things we're saying. Because women cry. If you say the wrong thing, now I got to deal with your ass crying and shit. When you just said some horrible shit to me and I'm supposed to just take it.
Right. She done called your mama out. She done called your mama.
See, I don't get that dirty.
She done talked to all types of shit. She like, oh, I should have fucked with your other nigga, your other frat brother. Like, she done say all types of reckless shit to me. The minute I'm like, yo, like, I just want you to do X, Y, Z. How could you say this to me? I give you everything. It's like, come on.
Facts.
Real shit.
Well, I'm gonna say like that is like double standard because I do that. I literally do that. Like I'll say a million things and you say one thing. What? Like why would you say that to me? You know? Like I know. I'm sorry, but we keeping it real. That's me. Like that is. I can't help it. But it also I feel like it's also because sometimes I feel entitled. You know? Like I'm the baby. I'm the only girl. You know? So like. That stuff was okay growing up. You know, like that stuff was like, it wasn't a big deal. I could do that type of stuff.
What would the therapist say about this, Taja?
That I need to stop and I need to, you know, come down. I need to come down, but I know that, you know, and I will say it like, okay, I was wrong because A, B, and C. You know, I don't ever have a problem admitting when I took something wrong or, you know, overreacted.
How long after though?
Huh?
How long after you
women don't be apologizing either, goddammit. Shit. They be like
wait, or it'll be a situation where she'll be in the wrong, won't really apologize, kinda apologize, but still hold a grudge against you like you was wrong and then bring it up again in a later argument. I've had
See, y'all gotta have you have to have conversations before you get to these types of situations. Like you have to lay down ground rules and boundaries. If this is how we argue, this is what you can't say to me. This is where I draw my line. This is like, cause you can't let nobody just talk to you crazy and then bounce back like, I'm sorry. You can't do that. Like you gotta know that you can't say that to me because you know that's a trigger.
Yeah, you definitely got to know. You definitely got to be, but I think that's another thing that comes with people being comfortable with who they are, you know, and being able to talk about that stuff because sometimes people don't want to tell people like, this is something that's going to hurt me, you know, like this is something that takes me there, you know, but I feel like, you know, you and your person, so you know who you is. And that's something you got to be able to say, like you said, you got to be able to be like, you know, don't talk, you know, when we get into it, you can't do this because this makes me feel like this, or this makes me, you know, lash out, or, you know, feel some type of way.
Definitely. For sure. So the other thing I want to move into is why is it for men that when you meet a woman, you got to damn near be a husband ready already? You gotta be paid. You got to have your own whip. You got to have your own crib. You got to be responsible paying. You got to be ready to pay her bills too. And a woman, when she comes to the table ready to
she healing, bro. She's still healing.
I have a lot to say about this.
Don't care, Jasmine, because
I can't speak for everyone, but I can definitely speak for myself. And I feel like, one, I bring a lot to the table. I've been in a situation where I had to build someone up and we didn't work out. And now the next person I move into, I want you to already be there because I'm already there. Right. I have to keep on making strides to make you a better person when I feel like I'm already a good person. I already bring a lot to the table. I want to be with my equal. I don't want to have to bring everything to the table and then provide your table and your chair too.
Wait, now that's fair. That's fair. And I don't mean to cut nobody else off, but I've also been in a situation where I've been in a long-term relationship with somebody for years, and I was bringing everything to the table, and the table was mine. And then when shit started to fall apart, I started to get the little, going back to double standards, oh, you think you're doing something, you pay a couple little bills. But it's like, yo, like, I taught you how to write a check. Your parents didn't even do that. So it's just like, I've been in them situations too. So it's just, so I'm just trying to understand why we can't necessarily say that. And for like women, it's like, oh, I'm healing, I'm still going through this. But for men, it's like, oh, I gotta be ready right now at the door.
Ready, nigga. Husband material. You gotta be ready to beat a nigga ass for her, take a bullet if need be. You gotta know how to drive. What if a nigga don't know how to drive? He ain't had no daddy, he don't know how to drive. Nigga.
And the one thing y'all still ain't said is drop all y'all hoes in the first 24 hours, because that's what happened. But what we are
Drop them all
in the first 24 hours. But like, I totally understand where Jasmine is coming from. It depends. I really feel like it really depends on where the woman is in her life. I was about to say the bitch, but like, it really depends on where she is in her life. It is asinine to demand a man that has $50,000 in his savings and a car that he owns and a house that he owns if you are living with somebody.
Right.
And you have to Uber to work every day at Popeyes because this is your life. And it's okay if that's your life. It is asinine to assume that a man that has all his shit sewn up is going to be like, yeah, Popeyes, bitch, I seen you in that porn. So what's
we do, though. We
See,
do.
but what I feel like is people need to stay in their bracket. Like, you need to stay, like, you need to mess with somebody that's on your level. Like, men have the idea of, like, wanting to date somebody who they got to take care of. Somebody that they got to help when it's somebody else in the world that you don't have to. Like, men, like, y'all pick those type of people. Like, if that's not, you need to stay in your lane. Like, if she don't got her own shit, then steer to somebody that got their own shit, because the thing about that is y'all gonna help her get her own shit, then y'all gonna tell her, like, you wouldn't have this because of me, like, if it was for me, you wouldn't have this. So people need to stay in their own lane. Like, they need to date people, like, if it's an issue for you, somebody that don't got no car, then date somebody that got a car, or like, if y'all dating and you 6 months down the line, okay, damn, like, it's been 6 months, what's up with the car? You like, when you getting a whip, like, you need to stay in your lane, like, and that's people like.
No, let me give you a hug.
Men don't need to come, like, you need to come whole as a person, but you don't need to come ready-made for the rest of my life. We need to get grow together. Yeah. So you can't, I'm not expecting you to pull up to the party like, and bitch, I have a mansion for you to move into today, and what's up? Like, it's not that. Like, I will understand that I gotta live over here and you live over there, and we, you know what I'm saying, staying low and building.
Yeah, all those points is real good points. I just want to say something real quick, Brady. All those points is real good points. And I feel like, just like she said, you got to find somebody that's compatible with you. You got to meet somebody in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here trying to bother these chicks. You know what I'm saying? And chicks,
Right.
I think chicks definitely still should reach for the stars. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's bizarre, but, man.
I feel everybody should reach for the stars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because fairy tales are written and they happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But like,
shoot your shot.
Huh?
I said, shoot your shot.
You know what I'm saying? I get that, but like, if that man is not looking for someone, like, you know what I'm saying? It is still not. It's not guaranteed that that's something that would happen. Yeah. It's far fetched. That's the word I'm looking for. It's far fetched.
But like, what I want to say, like, lastly, like, what I got to say is, why is it bad that a woman wants to find someone that already has his shit together? Like, if I already got my shit together, I should expect somebody to come to the table with the same thing. I don't expect a man to come with, he doesn't have to have more than what I have, but he has to at least have a game plan on where he's going to go and how he's going to get there. But
you got to be able to grow together.
Yeah, no,
be able to grow together.
I agree with all of that. I'm not saying that. Like, I think we talking about the difference between some I mean, to put it simply, like the way I feel about it, some real man, some little boy shit. Like, yeah, you could be a nigga with money, you could have this and that, but like some niggas gonna still have little boy mentality where they have their ego and they want to be in charge and they want to run shit and they don't want their ego to be hurt. And we can start jumping to like the whole breadwinner conversation. I can understand where you're coming from with that a little bit, but for me, it's like, again, I've been in a situation where it's like, damn, I'm doing all this work, I'm bringing all this to the table, and it still don't work out. Not to say that that's what I wanted to do. That's what I was happy to do, because it's like, yo, I want to support you, I want to be there for you, and it still don't work out. And now I'm in a position where you at is like, nah, you got to meet me halfway. And I've also been in a family dynamic where I've seen my dad be the breadwinner, I've seen my mom be the breadwinner. So I've been raised in the understand, yo, it's a partnership. And you make more money than me, bet. All that's going to do is motivate me to like, okay, how do I meet her halfway? Because what I've been learning growing up, whether it be in church or whatever, it's not help mate, it's help meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to figure out how to meet each other halfway. But some niggas be playing games and some women be playing games. Some niggas want to have little girls that call them daddy, and some women want to call niggas daddy because they don't want to do shit for themselves. And I don't think that's anybody here, but we know that happens.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. But the original question was, why do men have to come ready-made?
Because that's the expectation. Like, it's a lot of single fathers out here, and the expectation is for you to have your shit together and you to come as a father for these women that want families. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's really what it is. And they still want to live their life. But it's like, chicks just want a man to come straight up and be ready. That's what it is.
Facts.
I feel like it's important to be able to grow with somebody. So whatever you do have, regardless of if it's more than mine or less than mine,
yeah,
we have to, if we are in a partnership and we're looking to grow with someone and we chose each other, then that's what we gonna do.
Facts, because when Gigi become a doctor, I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
At home daddy.
I'm definitely finna be a stay-at-home dad, nigga, with the kids, nigga. Fucking homeschooling and shit, making lunches and shit. God damn it. Shit.
Yeah, break them barriers, bro.
Period. Mr. Mom.
She at school, I'm doing all this hard work now, podcast and work, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. I'm taking some years off. The next thing we wanted to get into is, and I felt this, I got a lot of suggestions from my post on Facebook. They said that when men do some foul shit and leave responsibilities, it's like, oh, he just being a man. But when women do some foul shit and leave their responsibilities, it's like the most terrible shit in the world. That's
where that double standard come in at.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the double standard for sure. I was just listening to a podcast. This man was saying that his mom like birthed him and basically just threw him to the wolves, and he was like dragging her for it. And then the other dude was like, yeah, my dad stole my car once. Ha 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 ha. And it's just like, this lady is the evil witch of the West, but your dad stole your car and it's a joke? Like, come on.
But he was there in his life to steal his car.
Saying, like, those don't compare. I feel you, though. I feel.
But it's like, God, this is funny, but still also like,
that nigga stole
This
his
is
car.
a deeper issue.
I got a good example.
The mom was coming back and forth in his life. The mom was in his life, but like, it was just like they drug his mama. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible.
No. I was gonna say I got an example. Like, that's just like if like two people in a relationship and they got a kid, you know, and like the mom always traveling, like, but they both, you know, like the mom always traveling, the dad always traveling. Like, people gonna give way more backlash to this mama because why you're not at home with your kids, you know? But like the dad, why don't he gotta be at home with his kid?
Right, facts.
Miami tied it up.
Women cheating is worse than men cheating. God damn it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I agree because I feel like I definitely agree. I'm sorry, I do.
Because we can cheat, and I don't like this bitch for real. You just have to suck some ass.
That's just what I was about to say. The saying I've always been told is men cheat for ego, women cheat for ego.
Facts.
Like, men cheat because it's like, yo, I just want to soil my oats. I'm just out here conquering shit. And women is like, it really seems like it's like an emotional attachment or like some type of game plan connection.
Liking this nigga.
So that's why y'all don't take women back if they cheat on y'all?
Yes.
Hell no. And they don't even be like,
What if she was like, I just wanted to fuck that nigga?
Right. That's what I want to know.
Nah, she can't. She
And
can't.
said it with the straightest of faces I did.
I'm not gonna pick a woman who gonna just fuck a nigga like that. You not gonna be my girl being like that.
It's out.
You know what I'm saying?
But how do you know?
Cause at the time, you know, say you know a person, no matter how much. If you're in a relationship person, maybe not in the first couple of years, but after time, you know a person, you know their actions. You're not gonna be with a woman that can see a nigga be like, I just wanted to fuck him. But a man, even though I'm not a cheater, you know, anymore anyway. I'm not a cheater.
Good for deliverance.
yo, black men don't cheat, bro.
Black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? But
Established 2018.
Okay, so we understand.
Established December
Black men don't
2019. What is you talking
Black men
about?
don't cheat anymore.
Established May 13th, 2020.
I'm married, but I'm not blind. That's all I say. And Gigi totally gets that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see an ass, I point out to her like, nigga, you see that motherfucker right there?
Relationship shit.
I'm married, but I'm not blind. You know what I'm saying? And for a man, if I was to cheat or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Me and Gigi have been through so much shit. I don't
You
love,
don't know yourself.
you know, so I can never love another woman or how I care about Gigi because we didn't been through the mud, literally. You know,
women are more emotionally driven. Like when women cheat, you gotta be emotional with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to just be out here. Men can just be out here.
Yo, we not gonna skip past this nigga E hitting us with the motherfucking baby boy lines. Like, yeah, I get around other women from time to time, but I love you though.
I like to fuck other bitches from time to time, okay?
Oh, God.
Ooh, Jesus.
Baby boy. You forgot that it's real words in it like that when you start watching on BET.
Hey, but that's real though. Like, a man can go and get some ass and really not feel shit about. Only reason he'll feel hurt or fucked up or whatever is because his woman feel hurt and fucked
Right, and she find out.
You know what I'm saying? If his woman didn't care, he wouldn't care.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
But if a woman cheat and then she go back to her man don't even gotta know. She'll just be feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe I done did this shit. I got a good nigga at home, all this shit. As soon as you tell that nigga, because we are insecure, goddamn, I don't give a fuck. If it's my pussy, it's supposed to be my pussy. Goddamn, ain't nobody supposed to have this pussy. I don't care who had this pussy before me. It is in my possession at the moment. Goddamn.
Yo, I care before. I don't even ask. Like, yeah, don't even fucking tell me because I don't want to know. It might piss me. Tell me that shit.
Feminists talk about me saying my pussy. Hey,
you know the rule. Don't take none of this shit personal. It's just comedy.
God damn it. Shit, I don't want to be hearing none of that shit when I put this shit out.
Exactly.
I think it's true. I think women form emotional connections.
Right.
And so they can't, like, where a man isn't connected emotionally to other women, like you said, it's mostly like a, let me just make sure that I still got it type of thing with the man. Right. But for a woman, it's okay, well, I got something from him that emotionally drove me. Now I'm attracted to him in a way that I'm going to step out of my relationship. And after that, you can't go back.
Facts. And I feel that too, because as a man, sometimes you could get satisfaction as knowing I could have fucked. I had the panties. I could have had the panties if I wanted them. And that'll give you as much satisfaction as actually getting the panties.
And some niggas is just like, ain't no pussy like new pussy. And that just is what it is.
That's a fact too.
Wow. I hate it here.
I'm not saying that. Just saying.
That's a fact too. You know what I'm saying? Your nigga might get a nude or two every blue moon. You know what I'm saying? Just to know, like, I should get these bitches if I wanted to. Goddamn.
I am outdone.
I'm
See,
saying
that's why I'm not gonna be in a relationship until I'm in a relationship with a woman and want to help me get with these other women.
facts.
Oh my goodness.
Let's come together, baby.
Listen, I totally agree. Cheating is for women is done out of an emotional void. You feel he is feeling something that you're lacking in your current relationship, and I don't know, maybe he giving you like, you know, he giving you extra good mornings, like nigga just be like him with
shit.
heart, but like this man be like good morning beautiful, and then it's just like so it's just a little bit more for you.
Like, you got a roof over your head every morning, nigga? What the fuck? And this nigga saying hello?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could be just something that small for that small of a minded bitch.
Lifestyles is a men's and women's clothing store that carries exclusive quality labels. Their mission is to bridge the gap between mainstream fashions and luxury brands. They're the go-to place for the latest fashions and trends. You can shop with them online at lifestylesapparel.com. That's LIFESTYLEZ apparel.com, and follow them online at Lifestyles Apparel on all social media outlets. While you're at it, visit them at their brand new Memphis location.
You're tuning in to the Copacetic Hour.
This is the copacetic hour.
Why don't you just
Why don't
chill?
you just chill? Why don't you just chill?
Back to the podcast. Next thing we wanted to move into is, why do women get upset with men when your girl come home? She got this whole ass story about work, school, the grocery store, whatever it may be, something. You know what I'm saying? She tell you the story, you be like, huh. You analyze the situation, because that's what men do. We fix shit. You know what I'm saying? We take a problem and try to apply sense to it. You know what I'm saying? 2 + 2 will always equal 4 in a man's world. You tell your woman this logical thing that is correct in your mind anyway, and that'll piss her off. She'd be like, that's not what you supposed to do. You supposed to just agree with the fuck I said, nigga.
I didn't want to answer. I just wanted you to understand how I felt.
Right. What?
That's exactly it. I didn't ask you to solve my problem because it happened to me already. You think I'm about to go back to the grocery store and fight the lady in the parking lot? No. I'm just telling you what happened so that I can get this off my chest. I need you to know that I almost ran down on this bitch on aisle 6. You have to just.
And as my man, you supposed to be like, yeah, you know, I get it. I see exactly why you mad. I see why you did that shit.
Right, just be like
for mental health and therapy.
Yeah, y'all wild. Because you gotta know who you dealing with. If you're dealing with somebody that wants you to feed into that energy, you gotta be on her side, or you just gotta blow it off.
But I'm not even asking you to be like, yeah, bitch. I don't even want you to be like that. I just want you to be like, damn, that's crazy. Like, yes, you have to do you like that. Like, just soundboard me for a second.
I feel like I've done that before, and it's like it'll be like, oh, you're not even listening, you don't care, and it's like everything you said, you don't want me to solve the problem, but you don't want me to be cool about it. What you want? What more do you want?
Who's to say that woman was stable? Who's to say that woman was stable?
Right.
All I'm saying is, if I come to you with, babe, let me tell you what just, and the last thing I want you to do is say, all right, babe, write a letter, go back. Like, I don't want that.
I don't want that either.
I want you to say, that bitch sure did have to bump into your ankles while you was trying to grab the pasta. It's like, I just want you to be listening enough to be able to regurgitate detail, but not necessarily solve the problem because I'm already home with the groceries.
Yo,
Just let me vent. Just let me vent. That's all. Just let me talk. Let me get hype with you for a second. Let me let you know what just happened to me.
Let me talk.
Then,
Let me say that I would have murdered her with my bare hands. Like, let me get that out with you.
I'd be like, why you ain't do it then? Why you ain't run out on her?
See, nah, that's not what we gonna do.
Because you gotta know that
Because if you was there, what you would have been doing? You had to be there on my side too. So stop playing.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not doing that. We already saw what happened with them people at Family Dollar. I support.
That's why I'm coming home and telling you about it.
Right. Because I avoided that. You know, we avoided that.
They want you to be a whole ass Ray Lewis and shit while they telling their story.
I want you to leave.
Who house is it? Ooh.
Dudes is way more simple than that. We not about to
get
elaborate and crazy. We're going to give you a logical resolution to the situation. And then we're going to move forward. And
why are you giving me a resolution to a situation I don't want one? Just want you to listen.
That's the main problem. Y'all don't ever just want to listen. When all y'all got to do is listen, y'all can stop a whole bunch of little jitter jatters and arguments. Like, just listen.
Y'all be like, oh, babe, she hit you with the cart. Oh, man, you should have just had one of them little hand baskets. Then it wouldn't even be like, it just would have been something dumb. Like,
because I didn't have no hand basket. So
when you be listening, right, and then they get done with the story, you be thinking like, well, what the fuck do I say to that? God damn it, shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you trying to listen and trying to be on their side, you be like, shit, I don't know. You should have slapped that bitch then. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. You know, right
like, I would have slapped that bitch too, babe. That just is enough.
But did you get the Cocoa Puffs in aisle 7 though? That's what I was
like. Oh, did you eat the pasta or like?
No, don't say that because then that's what we're gonna be like. Well, were you even listening to what I just said? You worried about the Cocoa Puffs on aisle 7? Did you just hear what I said about the woman that hit me with the cart?
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
And you can redirect.
Right.
You hear me? Respond and then redirect. Damn, babe, that was crazy. So was you able to get everything you was?
I like that. I like that feedback for the fellas. We gonna try that.
Yeah, try to put
and redirect.
We gonna apply that. I've been on apply that like that. Crazy. I can't believe.
Right, when your girlfriend be like, he be listening to me and he really care about what I be saying, make sure you give me my credit.
Right.
I got
credit where it's due.
Oh, I'm about to take. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I can't believe she did that to you. Know what? I'm gonna go get the grocery next time.
Or better yet, we just gonna order. Who got them bitches ship here?
We gonna go get them together, and we hope let's go next week.
Exactly. Respond and redirect.
So another thing on my post that I saw a lot of women saying was men are less motivated. That's what they were saying. A lot of saying was some men are less motivated. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't communicate well. When we get upset, we're disrespectful. Everything annoys us when we're upset, things like that. And I was like, but when you say less motivated, like, are you talking about like in our goals or out going to do stuff, our dreams? You think men are less motivated? A lot of women say, yeah. What do y'all think about that?
I don't agree with that. I feel like a lot of men feel like they can't be loved until they achieve something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, men, you know, I don't want no girl until so I feel like men are motivated to achieve something because they have a goal that goes beyond the thing that they have accomplished. Like, I don't know if y'all seen that dude who was like talking about he graduated from law school, so now like certain women, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like he graduated from law school to get the bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like men feel like they can't be loved until they do something great or they feel is great. So they are motivated.
No shit together. God damn it. Especially if you're a corny nigga, you a square. You can't just be, I'm a good man. I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? I won't cheat on you. No, I either gotta be a thug ass nigga that got a fucking degree, or I gotta be a nigga with a
Top 3. We don't care for like that for real.
God damn it. Women want niggas to be an oxymoron and shit. You gotta be a hood ass nigga with a felony, but you gotta have a doctorate on the end of that bitch though. You gotta get your doctorate while you locked up, nigga.
I get your doctorate in prison. I'm rolling.
I'm sick.
That's what women be want niggas to be. They want you to be a whole oxymoron.
Wait,
No, I don't think that. But
I feel like being young, you know, like that's when it was, you know, like who didn't want to mess with like the drug dealers, you know, like. But as you get older, you know, and you like see what you got for yourself, you know, like you done went to school, graduated, you know, you got this going on, or even if you just, you know, you didn't graduate, but you got some this shit going on, like that's too risky then, you know, like give me the corny nigga that's, you know, like that works.
Go to bitch like, I'm a scholar, baby, and if that's not enough, I can't do shit for you. I'm sorry.
If anything, I feel like all that's motivating, all that's not discouraging, man. So I think they get motivated. Okay. But I do think they get motivated in different ways. Like men don't show motivation to other men. You know what I'm saying? And certain women are starting to show motivation to men, but it's different motivations, you know? So I think they motivated, but receiving it, I don't know.
What you about to say?
No, I was about to say, because you said motivated to start, but then you said like 2 or 3 other adjectives. Do you have them listed? Can you go back through them?
It was more questions.
I don't have it listed. It was just me scrolling through Facebook, looking at it. Because it said everything is tied to us having toxic masculinity.
Okay. I heard you say motivated, but then you said the last 1 or 2 words was kind of on a different topic, but I can't remember what you said.
One of the other questions was like something like why does everything irritate y'all or something like that.
They get annoyed easily, yeah.
Yeah, why do men get annoyed easily?
I just want to annoy easily, yeah.
I be feeling like, because it be on some real shit, on some toxic shit, because the shit we just got done talking about, because you telling me about what Karen did to you on aisle 7, and that shit irrelevant to you the whole life. That shit is less than 1% of the totality of what your life will be, and you mad about it, and you complaining to me, but you want me to listen, but not listen, but have an answer, but don't really have an answer.
Facts.
What I want is to be able to get this out so that I can move on.
You don't know what you want. No.
I do know what I want. And I just told you what it is.
Right. I feel like that's a different topic from the motivational topic. As far as like niggas being motivated, I mean, yeah, it is some people that could definitely use some help in that area or whatever like that. But I feel like a man who's truly motivated ain't gonna be about a lot of talking. And I feel like a lot of people might really grasp onto what people are saying and not really focused on what people are doing or what they can see, especially in like the social media age now. It's all about what can I see that you're doing on Instagram? What are you doing on Twitter? What are you doing on LinkedIn? It's like, if I'm really motivated, I'm out here moving and shaking no matter who knows what I'm doing. So I feel like it could be a difference in that area too.
Real shit.
Yeah, I feel like men like to do things in private. I think it's kind of like an ego thing. I feel like they don't want anybody to see them fail, so they would rather not anyone know what they're doing unless they are contributing to the project or what they need to have done before they let anybody know what's going on, because I need to make sure that this is locked in, this is safe, this is secure, this is something that's going to put me where I need to be before I say anything to anybody.
I also think that
go ahead.
I also think that men are starting to be more motivated than maybe they used to. I can agree maybe men used to not be very motivated, but I feel like currently it's a hell of a lot of men out here that are super motivated to open their own business or get to a bigger bag or a better job or hustling in different ways that people weren't innovating before and weren't doing before. So I think I can say like maybe before men weren't as motivated, but I feel like men are starting to be more motivated now.
What do you think?
I agree off that too, just because I was gonna say, you know, like I feel like like men, like their ego is big for them, you know. So now that they see like, you know, females, not even just females, but like they see all these people get into a bag, they're like, well, I want, you know, like I want a bigger bag too. Like I ain't finna mess with nobody, you know. Like, so I feel like men are more motivated now because like social media is making it that, you know, like if you don't got no money, then what are you really doing? You know, who are you? You know, so I feel like
No money, you ain't getting no bitches.
Right. So what do y'all think the change? Lady?
I think there's, excuse me, I think there have become more ways to be enterprising. I feel like with more information and more access, people have found jobs or careers or been able to act out a passion that they didn't think they would be able to without the technology that's available today. So like, you know, if like for Ernest, for example, if he always wanted to have a talk show, but that's just kind of like not what was up, this is a platform that now exists where he can do this. So it is just more avenues for people to be able to make their dreams come true.
Right. Okay, so another question I have off of that is, based on what you just said, why do you feel like there's an easier way for women to differentiate X type of man versus Y type of man, as far as like he's motivated, he's not, and here are the reasons why?
Just like Jasmine was saying earlier, she was saying that he has to have a plan to be better. I feel like even if a man is not necessarily showing the fruits of his work, if his consistency is there, if you know you see him planning out and scheduling and stuff like that, like you know that he is motivated. He may not have the money that says so, but he has the drive, and I see it in action.
That's real.
So that kind of contradicts Jasmine's point to, you know, saying nigga coming to the table with his shit together.
But his shit. That's what. But no, she was saying his shit is still together. He still is working towards something. Like she didn't say he had to have it all together. He had to be in motion.
That's real.
Facts. I hear that. I think men are. I think it's not even men versus women. It's just people. You know what I'm saying? Some people are lazy. You know what I'm saying? Or some people are not motivated. Not even lazy. They just not motivated. Or they just don't know what they want to do or what the next move is, or you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like you talked about Insecure earlier. What's my dog name in season one? Her Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is a whole ass genius, you know what I'm saying? But he was sitting on her couch, you know what I'm saying, for 5 years or whatever it was, just because he didn't know what avenue he wanted to take. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say that.
Hold on, I'm sorry, let me correct you.
Okay.
Because in Lawrence's case, it was his ego. He was so concerned with getting his business off the ground that he didn't want to work for nobody. So when it was time, when it got to that point where he couldn't do that no more, he ended up at Best Buy when he could have all along been at a tech company doing what he needed to do.
He was comfortable too. He wasn't being pushed to like his full potential that he could have been because he was comfortable. She was kind of allowing him to sit on a couch and not work for nobody because he had this whole vision. She wasn't pushing him to his full potential. So he was comfortable. Right. And that's what caused them to break up, because she was like, this nigga too comfortable.
And she was so awkward and non-confrontational that she wasn't saying like Lawrence. She didn't have the vocabulary to say, Lawrence, I love you. I appreciate you. I understand you want to get your business off the ground, but we got bills.
Right. You need to do something in the meantime, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't want to say, get your broke ass up off this couch and go work at McDonald's. She didn't want to do that, but she still never got to, you know, what she needed to do.
Yeah, she definitely didn't tell him what he needed to hear. Like, she babied him through the situation. Like, oh, that's good. You had an interview? No, okay, well, this didn't work out. So go to the interview, you know, because he could have been got the Best Buy job, at least would have paid the bills. So,
Facts. This week's episode is sponsored by the Design Lab at Shutterstock & Co. From logos and business cards to invitations and custom tees, the Design Lab is your one-stop shop for graphics. The Design Lab is the sole creator for Copacetic merchandise, available now. Use your promo code Copacetic for 10% off your Copacetic merchandise. Shop now using the link in our bio. Back to the podcast. So, you know what I'm saying? I hit you guys up earlier. You guys, a couple of you told me that you had something you want to discuss. Who wants to go first?
I'm going to go first.
Okay, go ahead.
So speaking of women being better than men, let's talk about how much better women handled the versus situation than all the men have.
Stop it. Y'all had one example and y'all did a great job.
Thank you.
Y'all killed that shit. It was a vibe.
Yeah.
That shit was mad long-winded at first because they was giving each other way too many compliments, but I feel it, the whole women's empowerment. I was like, this is great. I see you. Yes, queen. Yes. All of that. But that shit was fire, though.
And after Teddy Riley and Babyface put us down 1,000 points,
we needed
anything better than that shit.
Oh, niggas, though. Like, if we had fucking who is somebody around their ages?
You had like Dwelle and Anthony
Trey Songz.
Maybe.
It would go fine. With
Wait.
technology issues.
Tell me why Erykah Badu even body Rizzo in the motherfucking kung fu background, bro. Like, they killed everything. Like, every aspect of it. The sound was perfect. Like, the songs were great. People didn't even keep score. Like, as soon as they both played the same song to start, it was just like, what's the point of even trying to keep score? Like, let's just enjoy the vibe. Like, everything is perfect. I love it.
Exactly.
I think that neo soul feel brings that out, though. It's not a competitive spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe. It's not, the spirit's different.
It's all vibes and energy and crystals and shit.
Y'all ever went to a Megan McNeil and Yolanda Lavender show in the bottom of Shakespeare's?
One of their
You know what I'm talking about? It was that same type of vibe. It was like shea butter and essential oils, and I was just so here for it. Like,
yeah, I was here for it for sure.
I felt like they were giving me a hug. I felt like I could take a nap on Jill's titties at that moment.
They did their thing for sure.
They did.
They killed it. So did y'all hear about they supposed to be trying to do Luda versus Nelly?
I'm here for it.
People got Nelly counted out, though. I'm kind of surprised. I'm like, he went diamond, right? Like,
Nelly got hit.
Diamond in real life.
They need to do that one. They need to have that one.
That is the one. It's coming up. It's Saturday.
Okay.
It's official. Like, they got it confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm listening.
I'm there.
I ain't know that.
We can listen to the. We said we can listen to the playlist through what?
Yeah, so like the way shout out to Timbaland and Swiss Beats. Like, they got to set it up dope. Like, so like either a day or a couple days after they had a battle, like they make a playlist of the actual songs, not like the video itself from IG, but the actual songs. They make a playlist available on all streaming platforms afterwards. So if you want to hear Jill versus Erykah or any of the other ones, like, you can go to your Spotify, whatever you want to go to.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I gotta do that for sure.
They also they own YouTube. Like, the videos is on YouTube.
Right. People have been recording those there too. So if you want to see the battle.
Facts. Super dope. Now, Brady, you said you had something you wanted to get into as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, man. I know we had the whole conversation about are men less motivated than women, stuff like that. So if anybody's heard in the news this past week or so, Jay Cutler, who's a former Chicago Bear for over a decade, universally known as trash on the football field, but that's a whole nother conversation. So his wife is filing for divorce because she claims that he's, quote, lazy. Now, I don't know any nigga who know how to make $100+ million risking their life and limb, basically getting CTE, and they still lazy. But I'm just confused about the whole situation. And it make it worse because she probably going to end up with half. And what did she do? What, like, oh, wait, I take it back. Because she's like a reality TV star or whatever. So I feel like she creating drama.
Sis got a job.
But I feel like she on the Kardashian regiment where it's like, let's create some turmoil, let's create some drama, so we got something to talk about. We're gonna reconcile behind the scenes, but we still gonna air all the bullshit I put you through. And I just, I feel like this is one time that we can all get behind Jay Cutler and be like, damn, bro, like, I'm sad that actually happened to you. You're still trash, but like, it happened to you.
That's that motivating that we need to give, but he just,
It's fucked up because every sports announcer says he's lazy in his football play.
So he go home and his wife is like, and your ass is dragging up in this bitch as well. That sucks.
Damn.
She like what everybody said about you true, so it must be true, Like have him
But do you feel like she only saying that now because his football career is over and she know it ain't no new contracts coming in? Because I did hear that she was like, oh, she was trying to push him to like work at CBS or something like that, get on his whole, what's my man name, Tony Romo shit, because he just got a bag and niggas hated on him his whole career and he still got a bag.
This nigga making more than players is making. Talking about the game, goddamn it.
Yeah,
he can talk about. He know how to talk about the game. I don't really know football like that, but he know how to make the game simple. So he know how to talk the game. It's just terrible. He couldn't play it
because the shit is ridiculous.
I mean, I feel like he's retired, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like she's divorcing him because he's just sitting at home doing nothing.
But he had a 10-year career. It's time for him to sit at home and do nothing.
But he been getting popped his whole career. He probably got CTE.
You know what I'm saying? Like he getting fucked up.
Baby, he still got the money is still there. You know what I mean? The money, like sis, like
they got kids, so he might be staying at home like, yo, like let me sit down. I don't get to see my kids, but 4 or 5 months out the year, like let me take the time to enjoy them. So like, damn, I'm lazy all of a sudden now.
It would seem like any sensible woman would be like, I'm so happy to have my husband home.
And one piece.
He was always on the road. I'm so happy my kids are going to get to experience him. Because sometimes bitches just be off. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
but baby, he took care of y'all for all these years. What do you mean? Like, what's the issue?
Millions of dollars? Yeah. Girl, relax yourself.
And he has to be fairly young, right? Like maybe in his 40s.
I think he said he was 30.
Not even 40 yet.
So I mean, doesn't he deserve a couple of years to just kind of sit down and chill and do nothing?
He will always be Chicago Bears former quarterback Jay Cutler. He can always try to get a bag off that. Let
right.
Vacation or two.
But again, I feel like all of this is based on her career as a like reality TV star because he retired. They moved to like the middle of America. I think they're like in Tennessee or somewhere like where there's not a lot going on. Like he didn't up and move to LA. He not, like I said, trying to be a commentator. He's not really promoting anything right now. So I feel like she's really sparking that because she needs something to keep herself going in the media as far as her reality TV career. Because it seemed like he a pretty simple, easygoing dude. Like, yo, I play football. I just want to chill and I want to relax.
Right.
But I wonder if there's more going on behind the scenes though. Like, is he really just sitting at home doing nothing, or is now he's sitting at home causing drama?
Or maybe
he's bringing in that NFL check. That's what it is.
Yeah, no. Tackle real hard. No, his dick don't work. Now she trying to get him out of there, nigga. That's what.
But his dick wouldn't have worked 2 years ago or whatever, 5 years ago.
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
Yeah, but now he's just home often enough for it to be a problem.
I feel like it's got to be something else. It's got to be something deeper than that. It's no way
Yeah.
my husband has been working, what you say, 8 months out of the year for the last 10 years.
Right.
And I'm not about to be like, take
Right.
kids off my hands. Like, what?
Yeah, he probably came home and realized she was weak as shit.
Awful.
And was
She
like, I hate
probably awful. She probably take the dick from the back like this, with the back arch to the back hump.
He like, damn, I'm married to you.
He probably like this.
Right, because he ain't have to spend all that time with her during that time. So now he really sees
Right.
who the hell he is.
Right.
Like, this pussy is awful. You said this is the only pussy I can get. I don't just go on. I don't just go on away games.
That's crazy. I don't even think he cheat. I don't even think he cheating or nothing. He just like, yo, I just want to chill. And she like, no, I'm not.
I agree. I think it's that too. I'm just being funny.
That's funny. I want to get into the email of the week. And when I tell you this email of the week, I can't believe my listeners be sending me this type of shit, but this shit is crazy. Email of the week this week. My boyfriend and I can't seem to agree, so we need some help from the Copacetic Hour. Dear Copacetic Hour, my female coworker is obsessed with him and is hella blunt. She comes from money and recently offered us $15,000 for a no rules weekend with him, and she wants me to record them. He thinks I'm crazy, but I say, why not? Have fun. Just don't bring home a baby or an STD. He thinks this means I don't care about him. I don't care about him or our relationship. When in reality, I feel like it's more like giving him a hall pass and taking care of some of the bills at home at the same time. Copacetic Hour, please, what do you think? Please help me.
Wait, what? Wait, you saying she said
Y'all say
she
y'all
said
want
you
that
can do it?
romantic shit.
That's a rare case. That's a rare case right
His
there.
name is Z.
Oh, that nigga's a loser.
He said that nigga's a loser.
Like, that's what y'all sound like, talking about I want the extra shit.
Wait. So he doesn't want
See,
to
my
do
nigga
it.
already know. You ain't even about to ask me nothing. That's not even like, I don't know if it was her who came up with. Nah, we don't
So
even.
it's a
You
no
don't even
for
gotta
you,
bring that
dog,
conversation in the
but
crib.
it's a lot of people that's with that polygamy. Like, there's a lot of people
It is. You know,
and
that's
she was
if
talking
that's
about
what
bringing
she's
that
on.
money to the table.
Yeah.
You said how much? You said 15 grand?
Rack. So, Taja, your girl at your job, she got bread. You know she got bread. You didn't hung out with her. You know what I'm saying? She saw your man. She like, hey, girl, I'm sorry, but I got an offer. She come to you like, I want to give y'all $15,000 so I can have a couple nights with him, a weekend, 1 or 2 nights.
Scam likely.
And I want
no rules.
She got bread, and I want you to record it. You like, nah, don't even bring this shit to my face.
That shit sound like some shit she done did before. She got a whole R. Kelly closet full of tapes.
Rather sell a pound and make my 15 bands back that way.
You said
You
what?
say you rather sell a pound. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm not even gonna play with you. Like, we not even like, sis, like, because if you saying this is not the first man that you wanted to pay $15,000 for. Like, something you just do in your boy time? No, bitch, no. And now you got me. Now you got me.
No.
What?
Hold on. What? Taja, go real quick. I'm sorry. Did Jasmine?
Okay, nah, but like, this is not the first time you've done that. Like, you want to pay $15,000 for my man? How many other people, man, have you paid $15K for? Because this is not the first person. Nah. See, sis. It's not happening. So take your offer elsewhere. We gonna scam like we gonna scam for this $15K. Huh?
I said y'all need to just check the situation and value your relationship. Like, is this gonna make it or break it? Like, are we just gonna look at this situation like, oh, you cheating, or are we gonna look at this as a business deal?
What was you saying?
To each his own, but that's crazy.
My only question is, like, Does she want it to be high definition quality? Like, can I use my phone, or should I?
Talk that shit,
Recorded in 4K.
We gotta come up on this 15 right together. It's 2 nights. Don't bring no baby home. Don't bring no STDs home. And we get back to our regular scheduled programming.
You filming it. You filming it.
Richard,
I mean, so you get to see it. You know what it is. You can, for the 15 grand, you can take what, $200-300 out of that at most. Everybody get tested. Everybody cool. Right. You figure all this shit out. I just need the money up front. We good.
For 15 grand and I'm there, if she a bad bitch, we're earning this 15 grand.
Right. High definition.
Go ahead and do it.
What we doing?
But
that's all I want to know.
But me for real, I don't know if I could. Like, I feel like that, but me for real, I don't know if I'd be like.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Because you gotta see her on Monday.
Period.
You know, like, damn. My nigga had her fucking ankles at her earlobes and shit.
I know that me and her both bust my nigga down.
For this cake though.
No.
But I look at it like, as women, we do a lot of girl talk anyways. We talk about different shit. We see the nigga that they told us about the weekend before and blah, 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 blah. I mean, listen, it's one weekend. I don't know. I might feel differently in the future, but right now I'm just kind of like, my iPhone has really good quality.
I love your business savvy. I love that.
She said, bring the 15K to the crib.
Yeah.
See,
I tell you right.
I don't even play like that. So I ain't even.
Gigi would not.
I don't play like that. Like what?
Yeah, Gigi be
For
like,
$15,000, you basically just like, and then it's like, you gotta think too. If you're the person that's about to spend this $15K, you're about to be like, you about to make it worthwhile. So you finna be doing some shit to her you never even did to me. No, that's nuts. And then I gotta watch it.
You not
okay? Well, Taja, help me, help us, help me, help us.
Listen, I can make some suggestions. If I see something done that's never been done to me, we got to do that immediately afterwards.
Or you can join. Ask her if you can join.
No, that's gonna make you sick to your stomach. I don't want to. No. Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna make me sick to nothing. But the bank.
he up a 15 piece.
Half of is like absolutely. The other half.
All right, well, hold on. But what the coworker look like though?
That's why I said if she a bad bitch, I don't.
Because if it's like your boss's
you with
70.
You didn't say how she look, but she all for it. I'm pretty sure she at least decent. You know what I'm saying? Getting her nigga into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And then her dude, he might be like, nah, because he don't know if she really like, is you really about to do this, you know? He probably like, why not, you know? But
I don't know, yeah.
That's a crazy ass email. That's a crazy email.
First of all, if I was on the other end of that and I was the nigga, I don't know. Like, I would sign up for it, but I would also be like, nigga, 15? Like, what? We're gonna have to strap up for real.
15, okay. How much you really want to do it for? You know what I'm saying? How much you need? You try to finesse her out of some more bread, Johnny?
I was gonna say, they say everybody got a number.
No.
Man, look, I feel like I done gamble with my dick for way less.
Nigga, what? I didn't have to where I didn't
honest.
That shit like
I done gamble with my shit for the thrill of it. Fuck you mean? You get to watch me do it and we both making money? Come on, girl. Like, what bag you want after this is over? Let's make it worthwhile.
Thank you. What
cash out?
People have threesomes for free, and married couples be swinging for free. I mean,
if that's what you went to and somebody willing to pay you for it.
Look, I just say it like this: as long as you're not out here
try to get you on our train, as
long as you're not out here trying to auction my booty up or nothing like that, like some shit I'm not with. Then
question.
Let's talk about it.
If a woman presented your woman with this opportunity and she came and said $15,000, if your woman didn't negotiate a better price, would you be offended?
First of all, if a nigga came up to me like that, I'm socking him off.
That's
He about to throw me $15K to fuck my bitch. No.
Oh, nigga.
But if my girl give me the cue to go, I'm gonna go. What you mean?
Double standards. There we go. The double standards.
But what if the girl say 15,000 and your girl feel like my nigga dick is at least worth 25?
Period.
I love her.
Hey, that's on her. That's on her. To negotiate the contract.
And if the number ain't right, she not even bringing you the proposition.
No, she need to bring me 15,000. I'm sorry. We could take that. Even if we can't get to 25, we could take
This nigga Eli, I fuck you for free every other day. What you talking about? Setting prices.
You know what I'm saying? We could bump it up to 17. We could take the 17. You know what I'm saying?
17. You're going to be Mr. 17.5 for real, huh?
20.
So we could take the 20. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Gigi would send me in there like, nigga, you need to go pop a Blue Chew and do what you need to do.
Shout out to Blue Chew.
In there, nigga. I need you to be overtime tonight.
And Gigi is a real photographer, videographer. She will get the angles together.
They're gonna start selling y'all shit. Y'all shit gonna be on Pornhub, period. Like
where's the money? Show premium.
Y'all just up for grabs.
I see why this nigga married. That's real, man. I need me one like that.
Man. How the podcast go take off.
Are you tired of paying unnecessary fees for banking? Do you only use mobile banking anyway and hate going into the branch to handle your business? If so, Chime is the copacetic option for you. It's one of the fastest growing banks in America, charging a total of $0 in fees. Join Chime today using our special code and get a free $50 after your first direct deposit of $200 or more within your first 45 days of opening the account. Find the special code in our Instagram profile and join the Chime family today.
You're tuning in to the Copacetic Hour. Why don't you just chill? Why don't you just chill? Why don't you just chill?
Back to the podcast. So we're moving into the last segment of the podcast. It is the hood situation. What hood situations? Why? Because shit be happening in the hood. All right, so today's hood situation is... Everybody heard about the Ravens football player. You know what I'm saying? What's his name?
I think Eric Thomas, right?
Eric Thomas. Him and his brother, you know what I'm saying, quarantining out. Him and his wife got into an argument. He was getting into it with some bitches, you know what I'm saying, or getting with some bitches. And they
with his brother, though.
Brother, you know what I'm saying? It was butt naked with the hose. And his wife walks in. Pulls a gun out on him to his head. The girls is recording it and everything. Everything is coming about. Now, what do you think she should have done? Was she right in that situation? And then part two of the question, what would you do if you walked in on your significant other butt naked with someone else?
Can we talk about the ingenuity first? She found him off of Snapchat geolocation.
She found who off of what?
So Eric Thomas was with his brother with some women.
Yep.
His wife found out where he was by logging or like basically hacking or whatever you want to call it into his Snapchat, seeing his geolocation and seeing that he was somewhere and everybody else's Snapchat location was on. So she saw all of them together.
I know that part.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's why I don't have Snapchat.
I don't think she should have moved that way. Like that's a drastic way to move.
She was not right. I mean, she was right. It's not okay, but I understand. It's like she was not right. It's not okay, but I understand. That's what I wanted to say.
Explain that.
It's not the thing that you should do in that situation, but I understand being so angry that you do something that you're necessarily not supposed to do.
Okay.
See, come on, man.
It
And,
would
I
be
mean,
wrong if it was a man, and it's still wrong that it's a woman. But I still like. I
I feel it. I feel it. First of all, dude is nasty. I'm not nowhere with my dick out next to a blood relative. What the fuck is that? That's some nasty shit, bro.
That is nasty, bro.
My brother have definitely ran a bitch before. Back in
You
the
said
day.
what?
Yeah, my little brother have definitely ran a bitch back in the day.
I mean, me and my bro have
Edit
too,
point.
but I'm just saying, he married, he got a chick. That's different. You can't move like that when you got a chick.
Facts.
Nigga, you can't move like that, period.
Whatever
I've
happened
never
to
wanna
like
see
whatever
my
happened to
fucking
like the
brother's dick.
celebrities? Whatever happened to the celebrities making people put their, phones in baskets? Like no phones allowed. Because what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like the lifestyle you live, like that's not okay.
The Snapchat geotag was still on. It don't matter if they got the phone. The Snapchat geotag showed 4 or 5 or however many of them in one location.
If he was for real famous, he would have his location turned off on everything because he don't think people think about him because he ain't. You just
She wasn't right, but
he's
she
a great
wasn't
player.
right, but she got feelings. Like, and some people can't control their feelings. Like, I ain't saying that it's okay, but like,
Yeah, but
you
your
gotta think like
feelings
this is
don't
your whole, this
explain.
is your whole husband. You go in the room and this is what you see. Like,
Your feelings don't explain criminal activity though. Like, she came up with her homegirls. She had a gun. I think some of them had a knife. She had him at gunpoint. She had the brother held up and the other women held up at like knife point. And I'm hearing reports that are like, oh, Eric Thomas wasn't arrested. What the fuck for? Was he okay? Is he in a hospital? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, she should.
you right though. You definitely right.
like
but
that.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not right. It's
Yeah, it's
not
not
the
right.
okay thing to do. I just understand.
Wait, but let's get into this toxic shit though.
Okay.
Afterward,
say.
her apology to him was to buy him a chain. And in the chain, you know how people get the circle chains with people's pictures, so like the RIP picture, stuff like that.
Right.
Hers was a chain with them and their kids together. Bitch, you pulled a fucking gun on me. There's no issue. Like, but remember our kids, though. Here, I'm sorry. Remember our kids. You still cheated, but fuck the whole gun shit.
But
Niggas be
who's
playing.
to say that that's the whole apology, though?
That's mad double standards, Wawa.
That's the public apology.
That was just her gesture. What if he need apologies with gifts? Because I know I feel like that.
I need a public defender. This bitch pulled a gun on me. What you talking about?
No, she got a right to be mad though, bro. Like, we during quarantine, you ain't supposed to be with nobody. You supposed to be with me. You with your bro, and you out here with
some bitches.
Wilding out.
I'm gun pull on you, man.
But bro, you
I'm
gotta
gun pull on
understand.
you.
You gotta understand your situation, just like the last one. Like, if your girl gonna allow you to be with chicks for 15 and do it, this chick gonna allow him to be an athlete and do whatever he want to do. So she got to know what she dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you with your brother, he with good company. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
look, I'm not disagreeing. He fought for that, but
she pulled a gun on him. You better give me a chain.
I mean, all I gotta say is, what did Summer Walker say in that song? Don't make me pop the trunk, and I might just wave it around a little bit. Isn't that what she did? Because I mean, my toxic side is telling me like I might do the same thing. Like, what the fuck do you think you're doing right now?
No
like,
cap.
So then, if he's shot, then what?
Right.
Listen, that ain't what happened. So we can't say no what if. Like, that ain't no what if.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Just scary you.
But we've seen situations where there's been celebrity men. Because I want to say this happened like a year or two ago, and there was a guy and his girl popped on him and like stabbed him or shot him or something like that. I don't think he died, but it's like, what then?
It happened. No, I feel that.
I still. It's the fact that he is okay. Like the fact that she didn't shoot him.
Yeah.
Is why I can be like, but
I feel like
I would
I feel
have.
like the judge gonna be like,
It's different. The nigga you just brought up got shot or stabbed. He was just up. She shook that nigga up a little bit.
No. She had possession of a firearm. She held them hostage. She held them hostage. I don't even know if the gun was registered. She held them hostage. There's like at least 3 or 4 felony charges that she could be counted with.
Right.
She is a black-ish woman. They would have said if that gun was unregistered up front. Like we would have knew that in the reports.
Right.
So
Okay.
I assume that that's her gun.
Okay, well, there's 2 different types of double standards happening. There's a little one and a big one. The little one is like, okay, she can get away with that because she didn't hurt nobody. He was cheating, but it's like, like he said, if a nigga would have did that, or like whoever said, if a nigga would have did that,
That's why I said it
that's
is
crazy. The other double standard is what I said before, where it's like the news is reporting, oh, Eric Thomas wasn't arrested, and that's a whole other deeper conversation about how black men are treated in this country, celebrity or not. So it's just wild on so many levels. But at the end of the day, the shit is crazy and it's hilarious.
That's why I said it's not right. It's not okay.
But you feel it.
Also, though, but like, I feel like there's a lot of men that do that we just don't know about. Catch they girl cheating. You know, men are more like insecure when it comes to their women cheating, like we just talked about earlier. I wholeheartedly believe there's men popping up on their women when they found them cheating, waving a gun around.
But who the gun pulled on? Is it pulled on her, or is it pulled on the nigga she was cheating with?
On the nigga.
We don't know. We don't know because we don't know these stories. We're literally making up this scenario. If the story never leaked,
Right, if you making that up,
sealed in private.
If we in this made up story, who's she pulling it on? She gonna have to pull it on.
But she said the man pulling up with the gun.
Yeah, so who he gonna have to pull?
As a man, who you pulling the gun on?
I'm pulling on the gun on that nigga. We can talk later.
Okay.
But she pulled a gun on her husband. Like, yo, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I'm
The
pulling
father
the gun
of
out
my
on
children.
both of them. Like,
for me, it's almost more okay that she pulled the gun out on him.
Right.
Yeah.
For
I mean,
real.
yeah, he's more accountable.
Yeah.
He's more accountable. He's accountable to her. But you know,
That, as well as I'm just real. I don't give a fuck about these bitches. The fuck, nigga.
Right.
Right.
What the fuck have you been doing? And why are you here?
long story short, turn all your fucking locations off.
No matter who you think you are. Yes. That is the long and the short of it.
As soon as I get a new app and it asks me, can we check your notifications and your location? Hell, fuck ass, no.
Do not allow.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
That's right up there. That's right up there with that CarPlay shit. When niggas introduced CarPlay to the whips, and motherfuckers weren't paying attention, and motherfuckers was getting caught off them text messages popping up while they was in the car. See, I don't play that. I don't play that. Technology is trying to get us men caught up, and I don't like that.
You're supposed to say messages notification. You're not supposed to let your message pop up on your screen. That's your fault that you don't go through your settings.
Right.
First of all, ain't nobody said the healthy shit like, well, you shouldn't be cheating.
Yeah, like, I'm like, dang, y'all don't want to be married? Like, wait, this okay? Like, wait.
I want to be married. I want to be
married
right.
too.
I want to be married to a bitch that want to help us come up 15 racks by letting me fuck her coworker.
Wow.
Yes.
I just want to say, women versus men. I think the women taking more points than the men. So shout outs to my fellas. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's cool, man.
I
I mean, we already said before we started taping, like, vagina runs the universe. Like,
They
we
definitely
already
do. But
understand.
in these situations, these women is taking these altercations in these situations.
No disrespect, Wawa, but you know you got fucking double D's, and then you got this big
Oh, I'm sorry.
shirt going like this.
Woo!
Period.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
All right. That is the end of the Copacetic Hour. Give them your hit up where they can find you at.
Right there in the corner at I'm Wawa. the letter M, WAHWAH on everything that I want you to reach me at.
Hey, it's your boy John. You can find me on Instagram, John22James.
Jasmine, where can they find you?
Mine is Jazzy Soul Trap on Instagram, JAZZYSOULTRAP.
Taj, where can they find you?
Okay, I'm on Instagram at Taj underscore Taj TAJJ.
Where can they find you?
Yo, so it's your boy Brady. You can find me on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure Twitter too, but I'm not really gonna check that shit. So Instagram at Brady_McBadass. You already know what it is.
All that.
All of that. And I am your host, 5. Keep hitting us up at your emails at thecopacetichour@gmail.com. Hit me up on my IG, notorious_BIG_E, or the Copacetic Hour Gmail. the Copacetic Hour IG. And we're leaving the podcast and starting a new mantra for the podcast. Every week, we're going to leave you with this mantra. Please protect your peace, secure your wealth, and define your destiny. This is the Copacetic Hour. Peace.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Hey girl, I see you when you looking fine. See you's a diamond, I only wanna make you mine. So we can chill, but you know I'm always on the grind. But even though that's true, you know I always got the time for me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me, and you, me, and you, me, and you. See, when I first met you still love me even though I'm fat. And even through the rumors how I was a fat Mac. And even though I was pulling them like a hat rack, trying them on and tossing them back, you still came up stunting me, baby, you know you loving me. Kiss me up and down and then telling me that you want me. My ambitions was to kiss you and showing you what your life could be. Instead I end up taking you home, showing you the freaking me. Laying you down, legs spread up on the bed, got me feeling like Drake, something the best she ever had. And no one else compare when she riding in my lap. Got her screaming out, singing, yeah, me stroke up in the bed. Yeah, you got me dizzy on your Nicki Minaj. You know you love her when I slip up inside, pounding and grabbing your waist, your chain space when I'm gripping your thighs. Baby girl, you know you loving the ride. Hey. Hey girl, I see you when you looking fine. See you a diamond, the only one to make you mine. See we can chill, but you know I'm always on the grind. But even though it's true, you know I always got the time for me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me, and you, me, and you, me, and you, me, and you. The girl you pullin' got a hell of a ass, big tits and a cute face, got me ready to smash. Look, season ain't nothing for your nigga to pass, so when I'm done, you can probably take her back to the pad. Well, that's all good, but now I got one of my own. I mean, I'm about to get a business to this thick yellow bone. Well, I'ma get the Papa Patron, but Halle Berry ain't got nothing on my knee long. Yeah. Knee long, huh? She finer than the motherfucker. Sex game tight. I ain't nothing like that other sucker. I'm about back breaking when I'm undercovers. Beat, certified. Got something for you. Well, I'ma take this pretty missus and give it a business. Put the pound game down. This God is my witness. I've been running to the girls, giving all the descriptions. Call me doctor, I'm about to prescribe a prescription. Hey girl, I see you when you looking fine. See you's a diamond, I only wanna make you mine. So we can chill, but you know I'm always on the grind. But even though that's true, you know I always got the time for me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me, and you, me, and you, me, and you, me, and you. Hey girl, I see you when you looking fine. See you a diamond, the only one to make you mine. See we can chill, but you know I'm always on the grind. But